And they have between them won over £1,800,000 in prize money. Number 1, Carroll Street, ridden by Walter Swinburne. 2, Shady Heights, Michael Roberts. 3, there she is, Indian Skimmer, Steve Cauthen. Number 4, Galitzin, George Duffield. 5, Al Wahoosh, Pat Edery. 6, Emson, Willie Carson. 7, Per Quad, Bruce Raymond. 8, Petrillo, Brian Rouse. And number 9, L'Avion Primrose, Michael Hills. And as Indian Skimmer,
the 13 to 8 on favourite. Per Quad is 7 to 2, and Shady Heights 7 to 1. Emson a 10 to 1 chance with Petrillo on 12s. Al Wahoosh and Carroll House rose at 20 to 1. Galitzin a 33 to 1 shot, and the outsider is L'Avion Primrose at 50s, and they're all quoted
for this Group 3 race. Under orders, and they race away. A pretty level break it was too, as they come through the first furlong. Shady Heights on the inside. Al Wahoosh just sort of popped out the back there, and that's the only one not in contention. But it's Shady Heights that shares the lead now with, on the outside of it, Galitzin, and behind that one is Carroll House, and behind these comes Emson. And at this stage, Indian Skimmer is back with the main group with Petrillo, L'Avion Primrose, and Per Quad just preceded. But the pace, quite a steady one really by flat racing standards. Shady Heights leading. From in second place, Carroll House. On the outside of it is Galitzin and Emson wide. Then behind these comes L'Avion Primrose, and followed by Per Quad and Petrillo. And Indian Skimmer tucked in behind the grey, really taking quite a keen hold. And so too, next to the rails for that matter, is Shady Heights. As they continue down the far side, it's about 6 to race, and Shady Heights has it. From Carroll House in second, Emson in the pale colours, wider still Per Quad. Then the grey is Indian Skimmer, and then Al Wahoosh, and behind it L'Avion Primrose, Petrillo, and the back marker is Galitzin. George Duffield just looks round to see where the others are, and the other behind it is Daylight. And it's Shady Heights leading. From Carroll House in second, and then Emson is third. And there's just a bit of pace injected there by Michael Roberts, leading by length to Carroll House and Emson, and then comes Per Quad. And next to the rails, L'Avion Primrose, Petrillo. Indian Skimmer, Steve Cauthen, got a good run out of her. Going to race wide, but plenty of daylight, and she can use her acceleration now. Moving up on the outside of Per Quad, the big rival in the market, as they come down towards the 3. Shady Heights, Carroll House, then Per Quad, but in behind the grey Indian Skimmer, going as well as any. Emson being pushed along for Willie Carson, and they've got 2.5 to go. Here comes Indian Skimmer on the outside. Indian Skimmer, Carroll House. In between these two comes Per Quad, and they pass the 2, and it's Indian Skimmer wide of Carroll House, and Indian Skimmer just has to be ridden along now, and Carroll House keeps up the gallop. Per Quad and Petrillo making ground next to the rails, and they come down to the furlong marker. Carroll House, Indian Skimmer, Petrillo on the rails. Then comes Per Quad, they're inside the last half furlong now, and Carroll House is going on, but Indian Skimmer comes back bravely. Indian Skimmer and Carroll House as they race up towards the line. Indian Skimmer and Carroll House is going to be close. Per Quad gets the split, a 3-way photo between Indian Skimmer, Per Quad and Carroll House, and then Petrillo in 4. Behind these came Emson and Shady Heights and Galitzin and Al Wahoosh, and behind that one is L'Avion Primrose. And there are men scurrying in the ring now who believe they may have the result to this Gordon Richards E.B.F stakes, because the judge has called for a photo, and a 3-way photo it is too, between nearest to us Indian Skimmer, the grey filly, could well have got ahead in front where it matters most on the line. Per Quad was flying at the death, and next to the rails Carroll House.
Indian Skimmer, the 15 to 8 on favourite. Second, number 7, Per Quad at 7 to 2. And third, number 1, Carroll House, 33 to 1. The tape returns win 150, places 110, 140 and £5.60. The dual forecast paid out at £1.90 and 9 rounds.